everyone. Welcome. Can y'all hear me? Thumbs up or something.
Hey,
Hey.
just wanted to welcome everybody to the Monday night Zoom. For those who don't know, I'm Laura. I am Joel and Steph's assistant, and I wanted to go ahead and introduce you to your two hosts for the evening, Miss Mandy and Tara. Get your notebooks ready. They're going to be sharing a lot with you and going over all things host to post and how to just hit the ground running with your business. So, without further ado, I will let those two take over.
All right. Well, first, like Laura said, I am Mandy Hetzner. I have been in the business now for going on 4 years, and I am just blown away with all that's happened in that 4 years. And I can tell you that when you put your mind to something and you stay consistent, you never give up, you will get to where you need to get to. I have a full-time job. I have two daughters who are 11 and 8. I am busy, 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 but I'm able to fit this into the pockets of my day. I'm talking parent pickup line, doctor's office waiting room, you name it. I just fit it in whenever I can. And then or I wake up a half hour early and then I stay up a little bit longer at night. I get what I can done with the time I'm given. And that's the key. And I'm just so grateful for all that this business and opportunity has provided me. So, Tara,
Yeah, so being busy is something that I love about doing host post, because I'm a busy mom also. I'm a single mom of three, literally always on the go, always running around. Um, and sometimes it can be hard with busy life to get our business in, to get those things that we need to get done. And what I love about host post is you can do it in the little nooks and crannies of your day. And it's just really, really great for anybody, whether you have tons of free time or whether you are super limited on time. It is just great to get in. Um, I've been in this business. Next month will be 6 years. So crazy. Um, and when I first started, like I had no enrollments for probably my first like 4.5 months. And I was wondering for a while, I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like not signing any customers, haven't signed any distributors. I didn't sign my first distributor till almost 6 months. But I was trying to figure out what's wrong, and I was looking at what everybody else was doing and I wasn't doing. And my missing component was host post. And since then, I started doing host post. Literally, I had signed, I think like two customers. And then the month that I started doing host post, I literally became one of the top enrollers on our team that month that I started doing host post. And then I just started mass enrolling from there, all because of host post. And for some people, like when I first started, I had like a couple hundred Facebook friends, and most of them were just family or friends. And I, nobody that became a customer or anything like that. And I definitely didn't have the network or whatever you say. But through doing host post, I was able to expand my network and get the network that I needed, because the great thing about host post is you can tap into other people's networks, and it's literally like a spider web kind of. So you have a friend post and then their friends comment and then they become customers, or you eventually have them do a host post, and it just keeps on going and going. So if you feel that you don't have anybody who wants to purchase, um, or anything like that, like that's your sign that you need to do host post. Or if you have tons of people, but everything's just kind of gone stale and just like at a plateau, that's your sign also that you got to kick it up and start doing host post, because host post is literally where all the magic happens. Um, and it's great too because it's not only helping our business, but we're helping other people. They're going to be entered into a giveaway to potentially earn some money. And I know right now, so many people need extra money. And lately, when I've been messaging people, people have been so grateful to get entered because people are struggling. And so for me, it's been a big thing too for people that I've been talking to for potential customers or potential distributors. And if they haven't ordered or anything like that, I'm asking them to host a post. And some of those people are super grateful, especially people that sometimes people will leave you on read and not message you back. And like when we had the $25 promo, I messaged like hundreds of people. This past week, I started messaging some of those people to ask if they wanted to host post. A couple of them responded to me and said, yeah, thank you so much. Like, I'd love to be entered. And sorry I didn't respond to you. I was embarrassed. I don't have the extra money. I didn't even have $25. Like, let's get me entered. And I appreciate it so much. So sometimes people who are leaving you on read or not responding to you, it's not that they're not responding or they don't want it. They just can't right now. And sometimes people won't respond. So for me, host to post as a follow-up method is amazing because those people who have left you on red are finally going to start responding. And um, sometimes too, I know sometimes we feel that we don't want to ask people to do stuff for us. And for me, when you shift your mind to you're more not asking somebody to do something for you, you're asking them if they want you to do something for them. Um, that's when it all kind of it pushes you even more to want to do it. Um, and for me, I not only put up it's important to put the post to your page, but also messaging people. So I just message people asking them if they want to host a post. And sometimes when we message people, it's about the psychology kind of in what we're messaging people. Um, so this is the message here that I usually use for people. This is the message that I've used since like 2019. And what's great about it is you making it about them. Like, hope I'm not bothering you, making it about them. You're giving something away. Didn't want to leave them out. And then, what did it say? Do you want me to enter you? It's free, LOL. So making it super casual and just about them because people don't really care about they care about helping other people, but they don't really people are like naturally, like subconsciously, like just we're selfish human beings. So when you shift it to being about them, that's when they're gonna say yes and absolutely want to enter. So that message works really good for me in addition to putting up posts. I find for myself, I get up most of my host posts not so much by putting up a post to my page, but by messaging people to ask them because, well, posting is necessary for our business. The real work is what happens in Messenger. That's you want to make sure every single day that you have conversations going in your messenger. And if there's not conversations to you, you need conversations you need to get the conversations going. So host post is just such a great opportunity to get that all those messages going. And it's just crazy once you start doing the host post, how explosive your business can be. Um, and enrolling. So if you haven't done host post, definitely need to start doing it. If you've done host post, but you haven't been doing it, like this is your reminder to start doing it. Um, I know it's kind of tough right now, and things are a little different than they were before. They usually are. And if you're feeling like your enrollments aren't there, or if you're newer and you started your business and you're feeling like, I don't know what to do, I'm not getting anybody, host to post is just gonna kick up your enrollments. And especially now, too, people are starting to get their taxes in. I know people who don't have kids, they're already getting in all their taxes. If you're doing like the income, the kids credit thing, like those start coming the beginning of March for people who filed. So people are going to order, people are messaging me too that they're ready, they're going to order when they get their taxes. So you want to make sure that you're being proactive now and you're doing these host to posts so you have people to follow up, or you're talking to people and then they will message you once they're they're ready to order, which should hopefully be soon. Um, I'm trying to like talk and then read what people are sending. Um, and yeah, so the giveaway too. So if you it's a $5 buy-in. We do it each month. And we all kind of need to pitch in because the money needs to come from somewhere so we can do the giveaway. So it's important that everybody pitches in. Just if you're a distributor or anywhere from like distributor level to Emerald, it's a $5 buy-in, or if you're diamond and above, it's a $15 buy-in. Usually we have to buy in by the 15th of the month. It's past the 15th. So if you have not bought in yet for the host post, this week you guys are able to buy in still to be included in the host post. Stephanie did say so. In our Never Done page, we have the post there, and also I made a boards that I'm going to have the post in the boards and Joel's Venmo link. So you're gonna Venmo Joel $5 and then post it in the feed, and then usually typically Laura, Stephanie, and Joel's their great girl, she's gonna message you with that Google form so you can do all of your entries. And two, for the entries, for the $5 entries, whenever you sign up customers also, they can get entered, and you get an entry when you sign up a customer or a distributor also. So you're not just buying in for the host post, you're buying in for a chance for you to win money as well. So that is great. I saw somebody say too, did somebody say something about being um left on read, people not responding, people okay. So for me with doing host posts, follow-up has been so important. The since November, I've been doing really good at keeping track of who I'm messaging and who I'm asking to post. I never did that before, and it's been a game changer. So follow-up so important. People are going to leave you on read. There's going to be people who respond right away. But I know myself, I forever look at messages and then I forget, and then something happens and then I never mess them back, or somebody messages me and other messages are coming in and I miss the message. So follow-up's so important. Just keep on following up, follow up. I this past week, I followed up with people that I gave posts to in December, and they finally put up a post. So follow up, follow up, follow up. Follow up as many times as you need to follow up until they tell you no, that they don't want to be entered. And somebody said they block you until they block you, or until they tell you no. And I take somebody blocking me as a compliment that I'm doing all the things I'm supposed to be doing, and one less follow up that I need to do. So don't take it to heart if somebody blocks you. That's all good. That's okay. Um, and that's going to happen. We're going to get blocked. We're going to get left on red. We're going to get told no. And just keep on going and moving forward, because there's so many people who want to be entered and need the extra money, and just the chance. Yeah. So, um, and then a lot of the people too, they'll then ask you after you post for information on the product or for information on the business. And a lot of people end up who do post ordering from there, or joining the business if they do have lots of comments on their posts. So yeah, what else were you gonna talk? I know Mandy was gonna tune in to some really good stuff on it, also. And then while she's going, I'm gonna share the boards that I did up in here.
Yeah, so thank you. A lot of good helpful tips. And Tara will be sharing that board that she created, which is super helpful. And one thing that so I used to be in the business before from 2016 to 2020. There was no such thing as host a post. There was no boards app. There was no nothing. And I went nowhere fast. I didn't level up. I didn't do anything. I didn't grow my network. That wasn't even like a thing. I don't know. But when I rejoined in 2021, and there was host to post and boards, and I was like, you know what, let me give this a shot, let me give this a real shot. So what I did was, so I started at like 300 followers and now I have over 4,000, all because of host to post. What I do is I do my host to post asks in shifts. So I'll try and do 30 in the morning shift, 30 in the afternoon, and 30 in the evening. However, it's okay if you don't do it all every single day. I mean, like I said, I'm busy. I'm not always able to get everything done that I want to get done. But you know what? If you can't do 100%, any percentage above 0% is better than nothing, right? I heard that at conference recently and it was like mind blown. Yes, something is better than nothing. But one thing that is important to remember is that we're running a business, and so we're trying to do our best to grow our network. People will tell us no, people will, potentially block us. But don't take it personal, it's fine. It's the people who will want to support you will support you. And you'd be surprised, complete strangers will absolutely support you. One thing that I have learned how to essentially do my best to not get blocked is to build connections with people. So, say you add a Facebook friend, the first thing I'm going to do is not send them a half ask. I'm going to start interacting with their page. I'm going to, show that I'm a real human and show that I care and, start building those connections. Maybe I'll send a little message like, hey, sending you some positive vibes today. Hope you have a good day. And then the next day or so forth, I might then send them a half ask. So that's another thing that will be helpful is to like build connections with people so that you're just not like, you know, they're going to appear like, okay, all you want from me is posting. Like you're not like showing that you care. So, build those connections here and there. Interact daily with your new people, interact daily with, your staple people, your core people. I mean, it will help for sure. Um, and then one thing that Tara says, so we put out a half ask, right? Some people leave us on read, some people won't. If they say yes, I will post for you, then the next thing I do is send them a hap. Tara's board that she has a burn hap in it, and it's that's what I've been using for my haps, the burn hap. I usually pair it with a before and after picture. So if you don't have one of your own, feel free to go to my page or anybody else on the team's page. They might have a before and after on their page. Snag that and use it if you want, or just use the words. It's totally up to you. Um, and I'll be like, thank you so much. Please post the wording with the picture below and let me know when it's up. I don't tell them to tag me because I found that can potentially hinder the algorithm. So sometimes I'll ask, hey, do you want me to tag you? And I'll be like, oh, it's totally up to you as long as you let me know it's up. And so I'll send them the wording and picture if you're putting a picture with it, and then I'll wait. And I'll give them some time. Maybe I've messaged them in the morning and send them a hap in the morning. In the evening, if they haven't confirmed with me, I'll be like, hey, just checking in, getting some entries in. Um, were you able to put that post up? And more often than not, like Tara said, they have gotten busy. They've got sidetracked. Like maybe they forgot to, and that happens a lot. So they appreciate that reminder. Like, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm so sorry, I got sidetracked, and then they'll put it up. And so one thing that I like to do to keep track of things is I will go over to their profile first and I will make sure they have in fact put up the post, and I'll take a screenshot of it. And then I'll just, say I'll put in the thank you and ask them if they are interested in more info on the product. And Tara has that message in her board as well. Um, and, go from there. But I won't save that post just yet. What I like to do 24 hours later is I'll go back to that app, and in the top right corner, there's three dots. Tap on those dots, and then it'll be like save post. And you can create your own collection of like apps that only you can see. So select the only me setting, and you can label it as, like, for example, I have mine labeled as February Hap, and I'll save that post to that collection, and then I'll check back in and see if there's been any new comments, because you won't always get notifications on your comments. So be sure to, keep track of those. And then another thing I'll do, and I'll input it in the chat in just a moment. After somebody has confirmed they posted for me, I'll put a thank you and I'll tag them in it. And then I'll tell people, like, it'll let people know in the comments, hey, I'm a real person, check out my profile, message me or comment below if you want more info. So I'll send that as well. And I found that when I've done that now for the past couple months, actually a few months, ever since Heather Juno like was saying that she did that. I've noticed that I have more people now messaging me versus commenting on the hat. And I've really like been impressed with that. Like, I just putting that simple comment lets them know, hey, I'm a real person, and this is not, they didn't get hacked, they didn't get spammed or whatever. So I found that that helps as well. Kara, go ahead. I don't know if you wanted to.
Yeah, so I was just writing notes when you were talking. Yeah, so you were talking about when you add people into your network, ask them to have, but so we do want to like add people into our network. And I know me when I first started, I just like added all these people, and some of them were like other network marketers or people who aren't interested. So the thing about host posts is it's so great because you are intentionally adding to your network. So the people that you are adding as friends to your network are people who want to become customers who are interested in the products. And that's essentially who you want in your network. So that's a great thing about them. Um, and yeah, so you were talking about the hat folder. You want to, I make a new folder every single month. I literally have a hat folder for every single month going back almost 6 years. And they're great too for when you do follow-ups. I'll just go through old host to post folders and find people in there. And then that's kind of my follow-up method because I'm not really that great at writing people's names down and all that. And a lot of people get lost. So it's great to do that. And then once somebody posts, you want to the goal is to get people to be your friends in Facebook. So you want to make sure that you friend request those people. I don't message anybody until they accept my friend request. Like if you don't accept my friend request, I'm not messaging you. Um, and it's going to go to their like filters spam folder anyways. And if you're messaging too many people that you're not friends with on Facebook, that's how you get flagged. That's how you get blocked in Messenger, or even from Facebook. So make sure that anybody who comments, you're not messaging them till they accept your friend request. And usually I'll like click reply so it tags their name. And then I'll say something like, just sent your friend request so I can message you info, or something like that. And then once they accept it, I then message them um, with info. I so some days with our business or with anything, some days we do better, some days we do worse with how much we're able to get in because every day we're not going to have tons of time to put into our business. Some days I'll have maybe an hour or so, but then some days I'll have like multiple hours and I can sit and do it. So give yourself grace for the days that you don't have tons of time and be super grateful for the days that you do have a lot of time. Each day I try to make it a goal at least 5 host posts if I can. And sometimes it's good too because I'll challenge myself and it will push myself to get up the however many host posts, or I'll say like, okay, I'm getting close to 5. I'm going to make my goal like 10 of them. And I like setting a goal for myself, and it just like pushes me and challenges me. Um, but try to make sure that you get up at least 5 a day if you can. Um, because that's going to get you those customers and the things that you need. And the majority, I'd say probably right now, like 100% of my customers are coming from or have stemmed from host post. Every single customer I'm signing now is from like host post now or host post sometime over the years that they've came into my network. Um, And I think pretty much every single distributor that I've signed has stemmed and came into my network from host posts. Um, some like literally I met my best friend who's a distributor that's been my best friend since 2020 that came from someone's product host post. And she came into my network and she's like my absolute best friend now. And she does the business with me. Um, and she's just awesome and amazing. So think of it too, like these people that are coming into your network can be your potential distributors, and some of them can be your potential friends, best friends, and all of that. So just so much can happen from post to post. They are like truly magical. Um, and also, though, make sure that you're putting up posts to your page. If you need examples, I can put some examples too in boards, but I know in my boards I have some examples, or you can just look at any leaders' Facebook pages and just like scroll through them, and you can see posts that other people have put up for their giveaways and just copy what other people are doing. You don't need to make anything up on your own. Um, Literally, pretty much every single post that I get, I copy from somebody else. And other le leaders, we all get stuff from and ideas from everybody else. I don't make up any of my own posts at all. So look at other people's pages. You can look like even on like the corporate page, like look at other leaders that are in there or people who are like top enrollers in the company and go look at their page, see what they're doing, duplicate them. Um, but yeah, so giveaway posts, just copy what other people are doing. As long as you're copying the right cats, like you're gonna have awesome, awesome, amazing results.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. And then one thing, another thing, so we're going to be wrapping it up soon since it's coming up on a half hour. But one thing that I do is what I've been doing lately is that anybody who views my stories, I'm going to ask them to hap. Anybody that's commented or liked any posts of mine, I'm going to ask them to hap. Um, I will go into my menu and then tap on friends and then tap on who's currently active, has the green circle next to them. I'll ask them to hap. So there's multiple ways you can locate people to hap for you. And it's a numbers game. I mean, like I said, some days we're able to get a ton of haps up and some days not. But as long as you're consistent and you stay the course and you never give up, you guys, believe me, I have been in valleys myself lots of times, but I never gave up, even in those valleys. And trust and believe that you never know when a hap is going to explode. You just never know. So if you give up before that happens, you're essentially blocking your blessings. And you don't want that. You're made for more. You are worthy. Believe in yourself. Believe that you have what it takes. You are here for a reason. And do not like doubt yourself. Do not listen to the haters. Do not listen to the naysayers. It's always the people that are doing less that are going to judge you, that are going to talk down on you, that are going to talk about you. You know what? I'm just got my blinders on and I'm going to keep moving forward because you know what? We all have our why. Focus on that why and stay the course even when it's hard. I believe in you. So I'll believe in you even if you don't believe in yourself. Tara will believe in you even if you don't believe in yourself yet. Well, but just start believing in yourself, manifest it, affirmations. And again, just stay the course and it will work. it will happen. And one day you'll look back and you'll be like, wow, I'm just so grateful I never gave up and actually believed in myself. And the right people will come into your circle. And next thing you know, like you'll be like, wow, why did I even doubt myself to begin with? You know? So I love you guys. Tara, is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say too, so that's with new distributors, you want to make sure they're doing host posts also because especially when we're new, we can get discouraged very easily. Or we post in friends or family members, they don't want anything to do with it. Like I don't think any of my family, well, just one of my family members has ever ordered as a customer. No other family members have ever ordered from me, but I don't like push after them, but everybody comes from host posts. So for a new distributor, learning host posts is so, so important. So that's like one of the first things that you're going to want to get them to learn. I actually have a new distributor who signed up a couple weeks ago, and like the past few days she's been starting to do host post, and she signed her first customer the other day that came from a host post. I think she actually followed up with the person after, and with the follow-up they ended up ordering, but she signing up a new, I told her how to do a cart link, and she was signing up a new customer tonight too, that the person came right from a host post right away. So host posts are going to give those the newbies definitely the confidence and the like traction and momentum that they need, because so many times when we're new or have new people, they get discouraged, and when they get discouraged is when they kind of give up. And host post is something that just helps ensure that they're not giving up, because they're going to be seeing those comments on other people's posts that they wouldn't necessarily see on their own posts, and they're exciting when you're adding new people and getting those customers. It's just like a really good, great feeling. So yeah, but it's been a half an hour. I hope this was super helpful for so many people. And yeah, do you have anything else to add, Mandy? Or are we all set? Does anybody have any questions? I see lots of people have kind of commented. Um, but yeah, I think I went over everything that I had that I wanted to go over.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Thank you so much,
Okay.
everybody, for getting
Let's
on.
let's get
Let's
it, guys.
Yeah, let's get in
Yeah.
the enrollments. Let's do host post. Make sure if you haven't bought in yet, Stephanie is extending it for a couple of days. So make sure that you buy in, and let's have lots of enrollments this next half of the month. All right. Bye. Have a nice
All
night,
right, you got
everybody.
this.
Thanks for getting
Bye.